all my tricks. I thought this is a big platform to share all my, to share all my tricks to you guys, so that we'll be getting forward. Yeah, okay. Um, just a minute. I'll share my PPT. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible. Yeah. So, before going into the demo session, I just want to know from which background you guys are from. All are from the life science or from any other background? If you are from the pharmacy background, please kindly raise your hand using the reaction button. Oh, mostly people are from the pharmacy background. Any of you from the statistical background, degree statistical background? Please kindly unraise your hands, pharmacy people, so that I can see how many people are from the statistical background. Okay. And anyone are from the BTech? Guys, anyone are from BTech? Okay, fine. Let's jump into the topic. In the today's session, I just want to discuss about what is SAS and what is the clinical SAS programming, why we need to use SAS, and where the SAS programmer comes into the whole picture. Like, we know the FDA drug approval process, right? Most of you are from the pharmacy background. So you guys all are aware of this FDA approval, right? If not, I'll explain. You no need to worry. And in that whole drug approval process, where the SAS programmer comes into the picture, and the concepts of the clinical SAS fundamentals, what we are going to discuss in our course, and what is the future scope of SAS and who are eligible to it, what are the job opportunities for it, and what's the hierarchy of a clinical SAS programmer, and finally, most awaited topic, the salary of a SAS programmer. Okay, and finally, I'll conclude it. Um, I won't take it too long. I'll just complete it within 45 minutes or max 50 minutes. And in the ending, you can ask whatever queries you have. Not only in the end, if you have any queries or doubts in that moment, you can raise your hand by using the reaction symbol you just raised now. How you raise now? You can just raise your hand, and Reshma will unmute you so that I can address your doubts. Oh, guys, few of you are still raised your hand. Just please unraise your hands so that if anyone has doubt, we can ask them directly without any confusion. Okay, coming to the main topic, what is SAS? What is SAS? Actually, SAS is an acronym for Statistical Analysis System. In earlier stages, we used to call it as SAAS. But meanwhile, what happened is like it is shrink to SAS, which is Statistical Analysis System or Statistical Analysis Software. And it was developed at North Carolina State University, which is North Carolina, which is in US. Okay, which is in US. It was discovered in 1960, and which is developed by Goodnight and Jimbar. Goodnight and Jimbar are two persons who developed the SAS tool, which is a language also, in 1960. And this institute was incorporated in 1976. In the starting, in the starting of 1960, early stages of 1960, Goodnight and Jimbar, those two people, they started working on SAS language, and they developed SAS tool also. After a few years, like in 1976, they started a SAS institute also, which is now running with a huge response. Okay, after that, it is a software. Like we all know that it is a software, it is a tool, and it is a language. We have an institute, we have a company naming SAS. It helps with the data management, data analysis, and modeling. What we know is we only use SAS in clinical sector. No, SAS is not only used in the clinical sector. It can be used in finance, industries, various industries. Okay, not only in the pharma industry, but in the various industries, including finance, healthcare, education, and insurance. Okay. Apart from this, today we are discussing about only clinical SAS. So, I'll discuss about where we use the SAS in the clinical field and all. Okay, coming to the topic. This SAS is used in the clinical research, like clinical trial management, clinical data management, clinical data analysis reporting, and all. Okay. Apart from this, here are the few things to learn about the SAS. As I already discussed in the previous slide, it was developed at North Carolina State University in 1960 by Goodnight and Jimbar. And every software is having in the backend, we have supporting languages. So SAS uses machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI, which is very advanced to manage the SAS. And we have the cloud options also to have its storage. Okay, SAS offers cloud analytics too, and its services including free trial prices. People who are in a stage of learning SAS, uh, the SAS Institute is providing a free interface for us to learn SAS, and also few demo videos and contact options also. Here comes the main topic, where the SAS programmer comes into the picture. Okay. Hmm. Anyone are from the non-Telugu states? Anyone are from the non-Telugu states?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Actually, when we go to the market and buy any drug or something, uh, it includes a very big process. It's a very long process. I'll tell you from the scratch. We all knew that. Okay, we will take example on myself. Okay, if I manufactured a drug, okay, if I manufactured a drug and I want to market it, I want to sell it in the market. What I'll do first, I'll prepare a drug, I'll manufacture a drug, and I can't directly go into the market to sell it. Before our drug going into the market, there is a long process. There is a long process for it. First, what we have to do is, our drug should be approved by US FDA, US Food and Drug Approval. We need to get it. So we will, I will, so suppose I manufacture a drug which is Bolo competition for Dolo. Okay. I manufactured a drug which is antipyretic. You know antipyretic, right? Which reduces the temperature. Okay. In competition to Dolo, I manufactured a drug Bolo. Okay. This Bolo drug, I want to sell it in the market, but I can't directly go into the market and sell it. No one will buy it, or it's It's a huge crime. Okay, then I'll go to the US FDA and I'll say, this is my drug Bolo, which is anti-pyretic. I want to sell it in the market. Then what US FDA people will ask, here, those people will not directly approve it. What they will do is, first they'll ask us, okay, what is this like, for what it is? I'll say it is antipyretic, which is used for fever. Then US FDA people will ask, in the market there are a lot of antipyretic drugs like Dolo, paracetamol, Calpol. So many drugs are there. Why should we approve your drug? There is a point, right? There are so many drugs in the market for antipyretic, which is used for the fever. Why should those people like? Why should those US FDA people approve our drug? Then we have to prove like what? Dolo tablet decreases the fever within half an hour, but my Bolo drug will decreases the fever within 15 minutes, which is more effective. Okay, Dolo is having side effects, three or four side effects, but my Bolo drug is having only one side effect, which is very safe. Okay, then what will they ask us? Yeah, you are saying it is very very acceptable and very convincing, but where is the proof? Yeah, Dolo is having four side effects and your Bolo is having only one side effect. And that Dolo is decreasing the fever within 1 hour, but your drug is decreasing the fever within only 15 minutes. It is very effective and very safety also. But how can we trust it? Anyone will say the words, right? But everyone wants a proof. So what we will do is, we will conduct, how can we prove our drug is more efficient and more safety? We have only one way, that is clinical trials, right? We have only one way, which is clinical trials. We have to prove our drug is very safe and very efficient, very effective. So we will conduct clinical trials. Okay, we will conduct clinical trials on the people, on the subjects, patients. And whenever I mention a subject, it refers to patient. I'm saying it in advance itself. Whenever I refer the word subject, it is patient. Okay. Okay. We will conduct the trials on subject. Okay. Before that, our first step is approved protocol. Okay, for the clinical trial, we have to prepare a protocol. We know that, right? What is protocol? It is the outline of the clinical trial. In that protocol, what we have is, how do we conduct those clinical trials? What's the duration? What's the process? Which drug we are using? How many subjects we are using? How many doctors are involving in this clinical trials? All this information should be mentioned in the protocol. Okay, in this protocol, this is like outline of the clinical trials. Then after getting the protocol ready, we will submit this protocol to US FDA people. Okay, then they will refer this protocol, and if they feel it's convincing and it is safe, they will approve. Our first step is done, that is approving of the protocol. Okay, then the next step is like, yeah, our protocol is approved, so that we can start our clinical trials. For the clinical trials, what do we need? We need doctors, right? We need doctors. Without doctors, how can we do the clinical trials, right? So first we have to select the doctors. We have to recruit few doctors. Okay, after recruiting the doctors, the next step is recruiting patients, right? Recruiting volunteers. After, the next step is data entry. You know what, yeah, we have now ready, the protocol is ready, what we are doing, the process and all equipment, everything is ready, our doctors are ready, patients are ready, and then we can do our clinical trials. After the clinical trials, mostly we are from the pharmacy background, right? We all knew that what happens in the clinical trials and all. After the clinical trials, the data will be recorded. By whom? Data will be recorded by the CDM people, right? Data will be recorded by the CDM people. We all knew that CDM people are clinical data management people who will be recording the clinical data into the EDC or CRFs. What is CRF? What is ADC is? Um, yeah, after clinical trials we obviously will get the result, right? People, more female are getting side effects, or else people who are male are getting side effects, or people, children are getting more side effects than adults. Only this much dosage we should use. All these reports will be entered into EDC, which are CRFs, case report forms. In that case report forms, the data should be entered. Okay, those entered data will be stored in the CRF. Okay, who will enter this data? CDM people will enter this data. After entering, data manager will be validating this data. If we have any errors or anything, uh,
Hi, Ramani. Sorry for interrupting you. Data entry not done by CDM people. It will be done by clinical data coordinator. Sorry, clinical research coordinators from sites. Data management people will review and verify the data.
validate, yeah, before that they will be they will do the edit checks and all.
Yeah, that is a data review and cleaning,
Yeah,
not a data entry.
validation.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, then okay. Finally, coming into the data analysis. Why should we analyze the data? Why should we analyze the data? First of all, I'll give you an example. Hmm, there is an election poll. Okay. In 2005, how the election will be conducted? Like not election. Um, we knew that. How can I say? There is a log will be collected from the people who are, how many people, how many persons are there from the each family, collected by the people, right? From the government employees, how many people are there from the each family, right? I'll explain it in Telugu only for this example, only for this particular example I'll explain it in Telugu. Okay. మ్మ్, మనకి ఇంతకు ముందు, ఇప్పుడు లేదు, ఇప్పుడంతా డిజిటలైజ్ అయిపోయింది. ఇంతకు ముందు జనాభా లెక్కలకి అని చెప్పేసి మన ఇంటి దగ్గరికి వస్తుండే వాళ్ళు. అవునా? ఇంటి దగ్గరకు వస్తుండి లాగ్ బుక్ లో అన్ని రాసేసుకునేసి, డోర్ టు డోర్ వచ్చి రాసేసుకునేసి వెళ్తుండేవాళ్ళు, రైట్? వెళ్తుండేవాళ్ళు. మనకి ఓకే, 2005 ఇయర్లో ఏపీలో పాపులేషన్ ఎంత, ఆర్ ఎల్స్ ఇండియాలో పాపులేషన్ ఎంత అని చెప్పేసి, హౌ వి ఎనలైజ్ ఇట్, మనకి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది? వి విల్ రివ్యూ ఇన్ ద గూగుల్, వి విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద గూగుల్ కదా. ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఎంటర్ చేసుకున్న లాగ్ బుక్స్ అన్ని మనం చెక్ చేస్తే మనకి హోల్ కౌంట్ తెలుస్తుందేమో కానీ, బట్ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్స్ మోర్ టైం. ఓకే, మనకు కౌంట్ తెలుస్తుందేమో కానీ, బట్ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ టైం కదా. కానీ మనం ఒక సింపుల్ గ్రాఫ్ లో చూసినట్లయితే, ఒక సింపుల్ పై చార్ట్ లేకపోతే బార్ గ్రాఫ్, 2005 లో ఇంత గ్రాఫ్ ఉంది, ఆర్ఎల్స్ 2010 లో ఇంత గ్రాఫ్ ఉంది అని చెప్పి మనకి ఒక్కసారి అలా చూడగానే విల్ గెట్, లైక్ విత్ ఇన్ ఫ్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్స్ విల్ గెట్ అన్ ఐడియా కదా. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ లుకింగ్ ఇన్ టు ద లాగ్ బుక్, మనం ఒక చిన్న బార్ గ్రాఫ్ చూడగానే వి విల్ గెట్ ఇట్ కదా. దీన్ని మనం విజువలైజేషన్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటాం అనమాట. ఓకే, విజువలైజేషన్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటాం. ఈ మనం ఇంత లాగ్ బుక్ అంతా చెక్ చేసే బదులు, ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్, మనం చిన్న ఒక వన్ పేజ్ గ్రాఫ్ చూడంగానే మనకి ఈజీగా అర్థమైపోతుంది. సేమ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అప్లైస్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ ఏమైపోతుంది అంటే, మనం క్లినికల్ ట్రయల్స్ కండక్ట్ చేయగానే విల్ గెట్ సో మెనీ రిజల్ట్స్ కదా. చాలా రిజల్ట్స్ అనేటివి మనకి వస్తాయి, రైట్? ఎన్ని రిపోర్ట్స్ వస్తాయి అంటే, కంపేరింగ్ ప్లాసిబోకి డ్రగ్కి కంపేర్ చేసి చాలా రిజల్ట్స్ వస్తాయి. అలాగే వచ్చిన రిజల్ట్స్ లో కూడా మేల్ ఫీమేల్లో ఎక్కువ ఎవరికి సైడ్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ వచ్చాయి, ఆర్ ఎల్స్ ఏజ్ రిలేటెడ్ ఎక్కువ ఎవరికి సైడ్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ వచ్చాయి అని చెప్పేసి ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనకి చాలా డేటా అనేది వస్తుంది, రైట్? దిస్ data will be analyzed by the SAS programmers. Instead of showing all this log, like all this reports, all the CRFs, all this ADC forms to the US FDA, we will show a simple graph or a table or a figure or a simple figure to US FDA people. Okay. Instead of showing this, suppose after clinical trials we received a result of 1,000 papers, we can't go with that 1,000 papers to the US FDA people, right? We can't go to the US FDA people with that 1,000 papers. How much time it will take for them? So what we do is, like we in the sense what SAS programmers do is, they'll take all the data from the CDM people. Okay, they'll take all the data from the CDM people, which is called as raw data, and they'll try to convert it into figures. Figures in the sense graphs, pie charts, or pie charts, leaf scatter diagrams, and all. Right. Then, then the medical writing, and also what they will try to do is medical writing people, using like by seeing those graphs or those tables. Graphs are fine, but coming to the tables and all, on seeing the tables and listings, medical writing people will write a summary on it, and they'll submit to the FDA. If the FDA people are convinced by our reports, and when they feel it, like when they feel our drug, which is bolo, which is safe and more efficient than dolo, then US FDA will approve our drug so that we can release it into the market. I hope you got the complete picture. Any queries on this? Because this is the main part. This FDA submission and FDA approval is the main part. In this part, anyone are having any doubts? You can raise your hands. Okay, I'll take this as no and I'll continue. Okay, sorry, you want to explain it? Okay, okay. Sixth point. Okay, medical writing point, right? Okay. What does this is like after here it is clear, right? Up to here, what SAS people will do? In the fifth step, SAS programmer comes into the picture for data analysis. Up to here, you're clear, right? Okay, I'll take it as yes. Yeah, yeah. After data analysis, after doing the data analysis by SAS programmer, then this table listing or figure, by looking into it, medical writing people, what they do is they'll write a summary on it. When we do a project, or in the colleges when we do a project, or when we submit a PPT, or when we submit anything, in the end what we will do, we will give a brief about it, right? In the 2 or 4 lines we will just give a brief about it. So that is how, like, by looking at the table listings and figures, medical writing people, they'll write a summary on it, like, yeah, this is efficient, this is safe, this drug is safe, we can go forward to it, Like that, medical writing people, they used to write a review. All we can say is like a review. They can review on our results, and those results will be submitted to the FDA people. If they are convinced to it, then they'll approve our drug to release into the market. Rajan got it? Bhavya, Rajan. Yeah, okay. Uh, Faisal is asking about the third point. Third point is patient recruitment. What this is like, for the clinical trials, we need both doctors and volunteers. Volunteers are patients. Okay. On whom we will do the clinical trials? We will take the subjects, right? So for the clinical trials, we need how we took the doctors into the script. In the same way, we need the patients also. With only doctors, we can do nothing. To conduct the trials, we need few volunteers, right? Few volunteers. Those we will address as subjects or patients. Patients in the sense, not they are ill or sick or something. We use in this whole process, we address them as subjects or patients. Faisal, got it? Okay, fine. So no doubts, right? Can I move forward? Yeah. Yes. Coming to the clinical SAS programming, what is clinical SAS programming is like, I already discussed the whole concept in the previous slide itself. I'm just briefing it now. What the whole clinical programming concept is like, we will collect the data. We will collect the data from the CDM people, like the clinical trial data, and we will perform analytics on it. I already told you we should create a graph. We should create a graph, or bar graph, pie diagrams, or tables, or tables listings and tables listings of figures. Sorry,
పడివేల శ్రీ
guys.
శ్రీల పడగడం.
Guys, can you mute yourself all? Okay. Then what clinical SAS programmers will do is, they will collect the data from the CDM people, like, not directly from the CDM people, but from the company. And what they used to do is, they'll try to use SAS language and perform on it to create the tables, listings, and figures for visualization. See, I already told you that we can't see the 100 papers, we can't analyze 100 papers. So instead of it, it would be nice seeing only one page, right?
ఏంటి పొంగనాలు పొంగనాలు అట్ట ఉండవు
Guys,
అందుకే
please mute yourself. Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi Reddy,
మా తల్లి ఉండు
please, can you please mute yourself?
ఏమవుతున్నావు ఆమెకి వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుంది వైష్ణవి రెడ్డి ప్లీజ్ మ్యూట్ యువర్ ఫోన్ అని వస్తుంది చెప్పింది ఎందుకు తప్పుకునింది
Clinical SAS programmers, where these people are like used to workers in pharmaceutical industries, in healthcare industries, life science industries. And you know what, we can use SAS in our daily lives also, not in the industries, not in the companies and all. We can use in our daily lives also. If we have any business company, we can use in our our lives also we can use the SAS. It is very easy and very useful. It makes our work very easy and flexible. Okay. And yeah, all these points I discussed in the previous slide itself. Without wasting and lagging the session, we will just move forward. Yeah, here comes the important question. Okay, all the life science students who are graduated after graduation, not only life science, but yeah, all after all graduating, we will have a doubt. Definitely, we'll have a doubt about our choosing our career. But in the end, we all want to grow up in the career and lead a better life, right? See, somebody will have the passion about dancing, singing, and all like that. Some people will have, like me, like me, will have a passion on SAS, working on SAS. How do we use it? You know, all this kind of things. But in the end, it's an open secret, but we don't tell it in the industry. Like, professionally, we don't tell it. But yeah, we do need better package, right? We do need a better package. If you go to the interview and why do and if the interviewer asks, why do you need this job? And if you speak frankly that I need a better package, so I joined this job, I want to enter into SAS, it's a truth, but they won't accept you, right? We all know that, but it's an open secret that we all need a better package. So people who are from pharmacy or any life science graduation and statistical background, i would suggest I would definitely suggest learn the SAS language, so that you will get the better packages. You can inquire outside also. You will definitely knew it. It is a better option you would choose. Yeah. Okay. According to the package, by seeing the package, we can confirm that yeah, SAS is better paying company. Of course, it is a better paying company, but we have to look it in depth also, right? Why people are nowadays we have not only SAS, we are having not only SAS, right? We have C++, we have Java, Python, Snowflake, Tableau. We have many options, but why learning SAS? Why should we learn only SAS? In the market, right? In the market, we have Python, Java, C++, Snowflake, different languages which are more advanced. AIML, recent times it is more popular, AIML, right? We are having a plenty of courses and languages we can learn. But why I am suggesting SAS is, from the scratch, from collecting the raw data to optimizing it. See, it is very basic. From collecting raw data to optimizing it, each and every step will be clearly performed, clearly utilized, and be used, and it will be used by the people, right? Got it, right? See here, from collecting the raw data, then cleaning the data, creating standard reports, and creating HOC reports, query drill down, alerts. If we have any, actions to be performed on the raw data, it will give the alerts. Okay, it will give the alerts. On this clinical trial data, we perform series standards also and analyze and optimize our reports. Okay, so that's why we mostly use SAS for clinical data, not for other one. For other ones, we can use a Python and all, but mostly for the clinical data, we use SAS. Only we use SAS. Okay, then moving forward in this session, what I'll cover is, like, not in this session. If you join in this course, what you learn is the base SAS. Base as you should learn. Then SDTM. I already told you, to analyze the data or to optimize, to standardize the clinical data, we need to learn SDTM standards, clinical CDISC standards, which is coming under the SDTM. And we should also learn advanced as. In advanced as, we'll have the two topics, proc SQL and macros. And we will provide real-time projects, two real-time projects, and we will provide free mock interviews also. And one thing is not mentioned in the slide, but we will provide the resume template for free. We will definitely provide the resume template for free. I hope you are clear in this slide. We will be in this course, we will be discussing about the base as, SDTM, advanced as. In advanced as, we will be discussing about the proc SQL, macros. And after this course is lasting up to 3 months, averagely 3 months. After that, we will be providing you the real-time projects and the mock interviews also. Not only once, until you are perfect in the subject. Got it? Then we will be providing a resume template also. And we will give the guidance about how to develop a LinkedIn profile, how to look it better, and how to develop your Naukri profile also. Yeah. Then next, coming into the next topic, future scope of the SAS. You all might have the doubt that if we learn SAS, we are not having any jobs and all, but that is completely false. That is completely false. You know, um, life science background is like evergreen. People will get sick. We will need the drugs. Drugs directly can't release into the market. Those are need to be analyzed. Those analyzing, like that analysis will be done by our clinical SAS programmers, right? So the scope of the SAS will never end. It will be very clear that scope of the SAS will never end. See, as an example, as a proof, this is just analysis, okay? But yeah, from the 2021 to up to 2030, this is the analysis regarding the SAS in the market. In 2021, it was $31.74, and it might be increased to $346.33 in 2030. It might increase. See, if you see the graph here, it is gradually increasing, not at all decreasing. It is very evident that SAS is evergreen. You, you know, as long as life science is existing, SAS will definitely exist, and we SAS programmers will definitely exist. Yeah, who are eligible to SAS? There is no specific eligibility criteria to learn SAS, because yeah, we do say that only in the clinical background we are using SAS, only in the statistics we are using SAS. Yeah, anyone is having doubt? No? Okay, fine. There is no eligibility, no specific eligibility criteria to learn SAS, because um, if you have a own business and you have to analyze the data, okay, in the first day, on the first day, you will your sale may be up to 40,000. After a year or a couple of years, your sales might grow up to 2 crores or something. All that details or all that transactions you can't analyze by your own or manually or by using 10 people. It might finish fastly, but it's not accurate and precise, right? So we can use SAS language to analyze the data. That's how we can use it on our own. But yeah, we can accept that only the not only but yeah, clinical background. Most of the clinical background is using SAS. Pharmacy people who are pharmacy graduates are eligible to learn SAS. Degree people who are graduated in statistics, BSc, MSc, BCA people, even the MBBS, BDS, BHMS, BAMS people also eligible to learn SAS. BE people, BTech people, bioinformatics, biomedical or computer science people, even the software developers who are not freshers also can learn the SAS. IT professional, analytics, all these people are very much convinced to learn SAS and very much, eligible to learn SAS. Yeah, what are the further opportunities for clinical SAS programmers are once you learn the clinical SAS, you can be a clinical SAS programmer, you can be a statistical programmer, programmer analyst, biostatistician, clinical data modeler, clinical data analyst, and SAS data analyst. Clear? Yeah. Then coming to the hierarchy of a SAS programmer, if you join as a fresher, then you will be getting the role as associate SAS programmer. Then the next level will be SAS programmer. Okay. Then after that, succeeding to it, it will be senior SAS programmer. Then after that, principal SAS programmer. Then after few years, you can be a technical lead, you can be manager, senior manager, associate director, and finally the program director. Clear? Clear about the hierarchy? I'll take it as S. And the most awaited topic, salary of the clinical SAS programmers. In the previous slide itself, I already mentioned about salaries and all. In the starting stage itself, you can earn a minimum of 4.2 lpa to 8 lpa. I can't disclose the companies, but I want to tell you one thing. Mostly, um, if you join as a clinical SAS programmer as a fresher, the minimum package will be 4.2, the maximum will be 8. I can say in which company they are providing the 8 lpa also. Any of you knew Eli Lilly company, which is in Bangalore? That company is providing 8 LPA, 8 lakhs per annum. Just think. Okay. As a proof, I collected this information from, I explored from Google, and personally also I collected this information and providing in front of you that average annual salary of a fresher, clinical SAS program of fresher will be 4.8 LPA for fresher, not for average employee, only for the fresher. Got it? After 3 to 4 years, you can easily expect 8 to 12 lakhs per annum. As you gain experience in big organizations, like I mentioned earlier, I don't want to take it, too many times. Take out the name too many times. But yeah, in the big organizations, after learning new skills or you gaining the skills, you can increase the salary by lakhs. Okay, top paying industries for clinical SAS programmers are clinical research organizations, pharmaceutical industries, healthcare industries, biotechnology industries, life science organizations, analytics and KPI organizations. Even IT organizations also paying a lot for clinical SAS programmers. Finally, giving the conclusion, if you want a very good career after the life science or BTech or the statistical background, BSc, MSc, and all, I would definitely suggest, I would strongly suggest clinical SAS programming. I would strongly suggest. Okay. If you are planning to work in the clinical industry as an IT in the IT field, then it would be best for you to learn clinical trail programming, clinical SAS programming with RISE trainings, which is in Nellore. Enroll in clinical SAS programming and get expertise and get sharpen your skills. And after the course completion, you will get a certificate, and we will review your requirements. We will provide the notes for you and everything. Got it? If you have any queries, you can raise your hands. Any queries about the fee and all? Is there any placement assistance? Yeah, all this placement, about the fee and all these doubts will be addressed by Reshma. Sai Teja, we don't include the R programming. Manikanta, nowadays getting the job is very difficult. What about our program? Yeah, nowadays what companies are using is they are definitely using, of course, they are using SAS with the proc SQL in combination. Nowadays they are including the R programming also. Yeah, later we will look into it also. We will include the R programming also. If you are interested, if most of you are interested in R programming, we will include it also for sure. Base SAS or advanced SAS? Yeah, we will discuss both base SAS and advanced SAS. In advanced SAS, we will be discussing about the proc SQL and macros, both.
Yes. Sai Teja, to answer your question, is there any placement assistance? Yes, RISE Trainings provides placement assistance. For all the courses we are offering here. For the clinical SAS program also, we are offering placement assistance. We help you to get the job notifications. We help you to take your mock interviews, resume preparation, and the course or curriculum. And also, we personally refer you to the companies. Rice Trainings has several types with all the companies. Corporate with the in the corporate industry, we have many types with the corporate industry. And so, if you get into a corporate industry, you must have internal reference. Most of you might have known this one, right? So that reference, personal reference, we will provide you. So that is our job assistance here. And also we keep on giving you job notification, and we keep assisting you after your course, after 2 years of your course also. And
Shravani, only base and advanced as, then what about domains? Yeah, I already told you I'll be discussing about a SDTM also. Domains all will be coming in the SDTM. We'll be discussing about the domains also.
Yeah,
and
hi. Hi, Vishnu. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello.
Shiva.
Yeah, this is Shiva. Actually, right now I'm working in some of the organization. It's a top CRO.
Okay.
Right now, my role is clinical research associate. It's a part
Mhm.
of my job. I'm like currently I'm working on is investigate manuals. Right.
Okay.
Uh, can you tell me how to move to from this? Is there any route map? Can I shift to SAS?
You want to shift your job to SAS, right?
Yeah.
What's your
Actually,
job role?
it's a clinical research organized. I'm working as a lab cop right now. I have
Okay,
one.
fine. For the SAS programmer to join as a SAS
Yeah.
programmer, there
Mm-hmm.
is no limitation like you want to join as a fresher or not,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
No,
That is the
there is
next.
a, yeah, there is a role called SME, that is subject matter expert. With, in that role, they want the people, in the title itself you can observe that subject matter expert in this
Okay.
clinical
Mm.
trail or clinical research who are
Mm.
expertised, they'll be hiring.
Okay.
Okay, people
Okay.
like you, CROs
Mm.
or CRCs,
Mm.
mostly SMEs will be they'll be taking like CRC, CRO. They'll consider more from your background only.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
thank you.
And Madhuri, to answer your question, the fee structure of clinical SAS program here. So, the market price for the clinical SAS program is 50 plus 50K, right? So, but in RISE trainings, we are offering you this clinical SAS program at 35,000, 35K. And for the students who has joined to here, we are giving you 20% discount. So if you mention when you are joining a course, if you mention we have attended so and so webinar on we have attended the clinical SAS webinar on 5th October, so we will directly provide you 20% discount. Okay, Madhuri? Yes, it is an online course. Sai Teja, it is an online course. Wherever you are, you can just happily sit in your home and you can take the classes.
In your flexible timings.
Yes, in your flexible timings. And few other questions. Uh, Ramani, Bhaskar Reddy is asking a question like present SaaS market is dull. There is no openings for freshers. Could you address this one?
Yeah, definitely. Hi, Bhaskar. See, as previously Preeti mentioned that if it is an open secret that if you have no reference, there'll be no opportunity to enter into the market, right? So we are offering you the placement assistance also. That's why we are here. If you try yourself, you will not not you will not, but it will be difficult to enter into the job as a fresher. If you are experienced, yeah, of course, you can enter directly into the market, but as a fresher, you can't directly, it might be difficult. So we are here to take you up to the company. Cleared, Bhaskar?